Hi, I'm Alderman Will Burns, and welcome to Fourth Ward Headlines. With me today is Dr. Gregory Jones, the new principal at Kenwood Academy. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so you're the new principal at Kenwood Academy, but my understanding is that you didn't start out in education. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you ended up where you are today.
Well, actually, I studied accounting as an undergraduate. For some strange reason, I was sort of pushed into the business world. Had a strong interest in math and strategy. After working several years in private practice, I didn't have an interest in it. It wasn't something I was passionate about. I just knew that graduating from college, particularly at that time, I was able to get a job. So I went to graduate school. Instead of pursuing an MBA, I looked into becoming a high school teacher.
And why high school? Why teaching? I mean, are you from a family of teachers, or?
No, actually, now I am. My sister's a high school teacher as well. Always had an interest in education. I took my time. I started substituting just to make sure it was the right move. A little coaching, girls basketball at the time, and I realized that it was a good fit. I enjoyed working with the students. Also, the day just went by really fast, and I think that's a great indicator if you really enjoy what you're doing. So afterwards, I pursued a graduate degree in education and taught for 10 years.
So you were a teacher for 10 years, and then you decided to make the leap to becoming an administrator.
Yep. I transitioned to a small elementary school on the west side. Simultaneously, I was working on a school design project for a high school that opened several years ago on the southeast side of Chicago. I was an assistant principal for a year at Marconi Community Academy, which serves roughly about 350 students at the time on the far west side of Chicago. An amazing public elementary school that has been impacted by gentrification like many elementary schools in the city. That one year I was there, the school had amazing test gains. Actually had the greatest reading gains in the area at the time, and the area had the greatest gains in the city of Chicago.
Wow.
So it's a great experience.
So then you were recruited by the LSC and CPS to come to Kenwood Academy?
Well, before that, I transitioned to open, I was asked to join a team to open a high school on the west side, George Westinghouse College Prep, a selective enrollment high school, actually a hybrid selective enrollment school, which serves students through the traditional selective enrollment process, and one half of the student population enrolls through a career and technical education program, with 30% of those students reserved for students from the Garfield Park community. An amazing project. It was the most expensive undertaking by the city, $100 million plus facility. Over a 3-year period, we had 15,000 students apply.
Wow.
For 300 seats per year. From my understanding, the district is currently using that model to redesign new schools in the district. So schools are starting to become more hybrids as opposed to just all selective or just all neighborhood. So I do believe that the work at Westinghouse was a part of the trailblazing movement for school reform in the district.
Now, Kenwood's not a selective enrollment school. Can you talk a little bit about
No,
how
Kenwood is the last remaining true neighborhood high school.
Wow.
What you see in Chicago is through something, school engineering. You have selective enrollment schools